to school when I was laid off from my last job. I was laid off in January this year, and then I thought, what was I going to do? So that's when I decided to go back into my dream of being a child psychologist since my children were all grown. I have attended college one other time, actually, when I was 20 years old. I was in college. I was in my second semester of my second year at BCC, which I'm currently going to right now. And what happened was my father passed away, and I was given responsibility of helping out with the household bills, which it messed up me study time because I was working full time. Shortly after that, I married my husband and had my first son. The economy definitely factors into me going back to school. Right now, I'm a secretary, and with the computers and everything coming up in a fast-paced world, they're paying secretaries less and less, no matter what they got the experience. And you can't live off a secretary's salary anymore. $10 an hour for 20 years experience in the secretarial field is not something that I agree with. Therefore, I decided to go back to school and do what I wanted to do, which is a child psychologist. I definitely think the older you get, the harder it is to study. Therefore, being in my 40s and going back to school is definitely more difficult than if I would have done it in my younger years. I only wish that I would have done it in my younger years. However, once you make decisions that alter your whole entire life, like having children, getting married, you have to live with those decisions that you make. And that did inhibit me back then. But part of the disadvantages now, I think, is the brain isn't as sharp as it used to be, but I'm definitely trying. My field of study, like I mentioned before, is child psychology and social work, and the reason why I chose that field is I've always have had a passion for helping underprivileged children. My entire life is surrounded by that. I started at 16 raising my niece, and then from raising my niece, I adopted another niece. From doing that, I was always involved in like Girl Scouts and things to help underprivileged children. So now that my children are grown and well established, I want to go back and help other needy children. And I think by being a child psychologist or social work, I could definitely help other children in underprivileged homes. I definitely feel like I was a mentor to my own children. I showed them that you could work full time, take care of not only your own responsibilities, but maybe responsibilities that are put upon you. Part of the reason why I feel like I was a mentor is I am now going back to school and finishing college, and I did teach all of them at a very early age that education is the #1 thing. That playtime is fun, but education is what you need to be striving for. So schoolwork always came before play.